The hibernation pod hissed open, and Captain Elena Vasquez gasped her first breath in 300 years. The horizon's edge had traveled farther than any human vessel in history, chasing the faint signal detected from the Kepler 442 system. As she pulled herself from the gel-filled chamber, her muscles screaming in protest, she noticed something wrong. The ship's AI should have greeted her. Instead, silence hung in the air like a held breath. "Athena," she called out. Nothing. Elena floated to the bridge, her boots magnetizing to the floor with each step. Through the viewport, a blue-green planet hung suspended against the void, remarkably similar to Earth. But it was the structure orbiting beside them that made her heart stop, a massive station, clearly artificial, bristling with technology that seemed both familiar and impossibly advanced. The communications console flickered to life suddenly, and a face appeared on screen. Human. Undeniably human. But the woman's features were subtly different, eyes slightly larger, skin with an almost luminescent quality, bone structure refined in ways Elena couldn't quite articulate. "Welcome, travelers from Earth," the woman said in perfect English, though her accent was unlike anything Elena had ever heard. "We've been expecting you for quite some time." Elena's mind raced. "Who are you? How do you know our language?" The woman smiled, an expression that was warm yet somehow distant. "We are what you might call the primaries. Humanity's first colony, though that term doesn't quite capture what we've become. Your ancestors sent us here aboard the Genesis, which departed Earth in 2087. We've been waiting for you to catch up." "That's impossible," Elena breathed. "The Genesis was lost. Declared destroyed during the great solar storms." "Not destroyed. Diverted. We chose a different path." The woman gestured, and the screen split to show images of gleaming cities beneath translucent domes, forests more vibrant than any on Earth, and humans, thousands of them, moving with a grace that seemed almost choreographed. "We've had 400 years to evolve, Captain. Not just technologically, but biologically. We integrated with our new world, adapted ourselves at the genetic level. We became something more." Elena felt her crew stirring behind her as their pods opened one by one. Dr. James Chen floated beside her, staring at the screen in wonder and horror. Genetic modification on that scale, the ethical implications. "Ethics are contextual, Doctor," the primary responded. "When survival is at stake, when a new world offers possibilities beyond imagination, old rules become suggestions. We didn't just survive here, we thrived. We solved aging, disease, scarcity. We've built a civilization beyond Earth's wildest dreams. Then why didn't you contact us?" Elena demanded. "Why let Earth believe you were dead?" The primary's expression shifted, becoming almost sad. "Because we watched. We've been watching Earth for centuries through your transmissions. The wars, the environmental collapse, the social fragmentation. We realized that our existence would change everything, inspire some, terrify others, destabilize your already fragile civilization. We decided to wait until you were ready to meet us as equals, not as gods or monsters." Elena looked at her crew, 12 people who had left behind everything, traveled across the cosmos seeking the unknown. They had found it, but not in the way any of them expected. Not alien life, but humanity's divergent reflection, a road not taken but perhaps inevitable. "What happens now?" she asked. The primary's smile returned. "Now, you choose. Return to Earth with the knowledge of what we've become, knowing it will transform your world forever. Or stay, learn from us, and decide for yourselves what humanity's next chapter should be. We won't force either path. That, at least, is something we've kept from our human heritage, the freedom to choose." Elena turned to face her crew, seeing her own confusion and wonder reflected in their eyes. They had traveled 300 years to encounter the other humans, and in doing so, discovered that humanity was more than one story, one path, one future. The choice before them was impossible and necessary. And entirely human.